I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. You take a look at the Heat.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh, my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Van Exel gets the bucket. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win. Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Here's Van Exel. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, I know you spent a lot of your career in Orlando. What are your favorite memories of that time?
None, B.A. You know I was hurt the entire time while I was in Orlando. No, but in all seriousness, they were great people, great city, and it was fun to see young guys like Jameer Nelson and Dwight Howard get drafted and emerge as great players and leaders for their ball club.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Pass to Butler. Here's Adebayo. Here's Hero, hounded by Fultz. 5 on the clock. The kick out to Nance. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Butler with the ball. Fultz picks him up. Offensive board. Adebayo, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Anthony. Adebayo grabs the board.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Butler. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, The great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
And so he hits both. And granted, last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the third player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Orlando. And it's Butler with the jam.
I'd simply say Butler likes to finish with force at the rim. Show us what you got, Jimmy Butler.
Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Here's Van Exel. Outside Butler to the inside. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And it's slammed in by Carter.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it going above the rim and make it look easy.
And there's a pick. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. .111 left in the first quarter. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Outside Fultz. Out to Anthony. Over Butler. And another basket for Orlando.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Back to Butler. Hero outside. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony misses. So it's Miami now. Here's Van Exel. Soft touch off the glass. He has 6.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
15. The Heat. 15. And your Magic Youth team.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Van Exel. Adebayo sets a screen. Drops in the 3.
A superb outside shooter. All Van Exel needs is just a sliver of daylight, and he's money.
And Anthony, here we go. And Anthony slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Butler. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
You know, there's a tenacity to Butler's approach that's really hard for the defense to match most times.
Anthony outside. Into the lane. Rebound by the Heat. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Now here's Nance. Hero for 3. And we're going to have a jump ball. Back to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Inside. Here's Van Exel. The 3 ball. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
And so here is Miami after the basket by Orlando. Count it. 14 points for him.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And it's Wagner missing. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Nance. Here's Van Exel. Hounded by Harris. Butler up top. Clock at 4. To the paint. Adebayo. That's good. And the Heat lead by 8.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Miami timeout. Put your hands together, fans. Here they are, the 407. And it's time to get loud. It's your 407 Pants team.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Anthony. Here's Bull. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Harris. Oh, stolen by Harris. And confidence is such a critical component. How much does it help to have a head coach who really believes in you as a player, Clark?
BA, I think it does add, and it adds to your own confidence level and it infuses you. But self-talk is the most important talk. But when it's supported by your coach, I think now you've got the best of all worlds when it comes to confidence.
Offensive rebound. And he gets it to go. Wagner's got his first points in this one.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Back to Oladipo. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Magic. Orlando trailing here. Now here's Anthony. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And Wagner gets it to go.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
Oladipo outside. And here's Harris outside. Cole grabs the board. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Pass to Wagner. They get the rebound. Harris outside. Anthony with it. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And, you know, Isaac is a high percentage shooter. Takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting positioned to throw it down on you.
Now here's Harris. To the inside. Zeller. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mo Wagner.
Well, that's a case where the defense was working hard to shut Zeller down, but he just kind of powered through to draw the foul.
And both free throws good from Zeller. Oh, stolen by Harris. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Oladipo, shot's good.
You cannot afford to be careless around Harris. He's very capable of swiping the ball away if you are.
It's stolen. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Now here's Butler. Pass to Van Exel. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Now here's Adebayo. Clock at 6. Here's Van Exel. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Gary Harris.
You know, you look at Van Exel, and he has tremendous speed and dexterity with the ball, and he knows how to get people out of their seats with his flashy style of play. He's a fun guy to watch work.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Here's Van Exel. He's got 16 to the wing, right side. On the attack, Hero. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Oh, nice D from Carter. Pass to Banchero. Back to Fultz. Inside. The shot misses. Good D by Adebayo. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Nance with it. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Suggs.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
For Orlando, the 2021 trade deadline marked a turn to a new direction. I mean, the Magic trading away Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier, and Nikola Vucevic indicated they were clearly going another way.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch them build.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Well, with those 2021 Magic deals, what do you think of hitting the reset button, Clark?
You know, B.A., I like it. I think it was time. That group had not quite made the progress that was expected. And at some point, you got to determine whether you're better off changing course or going with the status quo. So I like the moves they made. A youth movement in Orlando shows promise going forward. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
To the paint. Denied by Adebayo.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Here's Anthony.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly. You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And Orlando has possession. Tipped away. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Hero. Here's Van Exel. Kicks it to Hero. Here's Van Exel. Hounded by Fultz. 5 to shoot. And here's Adebayo. Lets the 3 fly.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Nance pulls down the board. Miami calls timeout.
Here they come, your 407 team.
teams deciding to change it up.
It's time for your 407 dance speed.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Now Oladipo. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Oladipo. Wagner with a steal. And the Magic pushing it up now. Oh, stolen by Harris. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Down low. Here's Zeller. Ooh, here's Zeller. Slams it home.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Anthony outside to the paint. And it's Wagner missing. The Heat with the lead. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ooh, it's slammed in by Oladipo.
Always have to be conscious of Oladipo on the dribble. I mean, he's got some nice street ball handles that can make the defense look like silly putty.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
And so it's Miami closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead.
The Heat, 42.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Anthony. Good D by Adebayo.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Butler up top. Double team on Butler. Pass to Hero. To the middle. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
And here's Isaac. Back to Anthony. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And he might not be the biggest guy on the court, but Cole Anthony is explosive, Greg.
He is. I mean, he surprises you with how much lift he gets. Fearless when he's going at the rim. He's caught a number of defenders off guard with that burst.
A big group substitution here for Orlando.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Suggs. From behind the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. To the inside. Stolen by Carter. Anthony right side. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now in the lineup for your Magic, Markelle Fultz.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Over Anthony. Here's Van Exel. Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Blocked.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying off. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector, in my opinion.
Anthony in the post. No good that time. Here's Van Exel. All alone. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 23 points in the game.
Boy, a fine passer at his position. Jimmy Butler recognizes when his teammates are open and how to get the ball to him.
And there's Contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Adebayo sets a screen. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Free throw's good. Adebayo. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
There's a screen by Anthony. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. The Heat go the other way with it. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Van Exel's shot is off. Anthony outside. Can't get it to drop. Good D by Adebayo. Outside for Butler. Now here's Adebayo. Pass to Nance. Here's Van Exel. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Fultz touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Miami, no good that time either.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
Not only racking up points, but also limiting their opponent's scoring. Really impressive win here
For the Heat.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
Out of bounds, it'll be Magic ball.
He loses concentration just for a moment, might be getting a little complacent sitting on this lead.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Van Exel. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to